Charlie. How are you? Oh, I want to say hi, but I need to go now. That's so fair. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate it. Keep up the great work. Thank you. What is this broken image in my... Wait, can y'all see this? You can. What is this? It doesn't even, like, activate. Don't need that. You don't need to be sorry. It's okay. You have a life. Oh, is Mix It Up. Why is Mix It Up busted? Hello? I appreciate you. Bye. Refresh. Aha, we fixed it. That was weird. Hopefully my Mix It Up works. Perfect. That's all we need. All right. We are back at it, working on Vaggie. I am still my PNGtuber. I actually was gonna stream with a face cam today, but I didn't want to wake up on time. We actually have off work today. It is Foundation Day, or hold on, let me look what it is in Korean because I'm gonna be so real with you, I don't remember. Hold, please. Gaechanjeol. It is Gaechanjeol, which is National Foundation Day, which celebrates the legendary formation of the first Korean state of Gojoseon in 2333 BC. That's wild. It is regarded as the date for the founding of the Korean race. Wow. Celebrates the myth of the founding of the state of Gojoseon. So Joseon is like what Korea used to be called. And like some people I think still call it that. Like sometimes I'll hear my students talking about it. So in English we call it Korean. Where that comes from, I don't know. In Korean it's Hanguk. But in Korean American is also Migu. So, you know, different words, different languages. But yeah, so it used to be called Joseon. So Gojoseon, I guess, is like the original, the OG way back in the day. That's very interesting. So we have off today. It's what they call a red day. So on a calendar in Korea, there are certain days that are written in red. And a red day is a national holiday. Technically, Monday was also a red day, October 1st. They just instated as a red day. I don't remember why. But not today. Well, today has been a red day. Today has existed as a red day for a very long time. So, I'm off work today. It is nice. So I slept in. I still wanted to stream, but I also wanted to sleep in. And so I'm literally still finishing my first cup of coffee. Normally I've already like had breakfast, had my coffee, and then I'm on coffee number 2. Do y'all hear Rory crying? He's so pitiful. But no, today I'm still on coffee number 1. I'm literally like only halfway through with it too. Like I woke up an hour later than usual. So I normally wake up at 9 and then I stream at 11:30, right? So I have plenty of time to like get ready, do things. Today I woke up at like 10:15. Hi, Baba. They can't see you. I know, I need to make a little animated version of you so they could see you. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun, Baba? I need to learn how to animate first. Step 1. Step 1, draw Rory. Step 2, learn how to animate. So, we're working on Vaggie again. I think he's actually crying because his toy is empty. He ate all of his treats out of his toy very quickly. So this is what we got done last time. I'm really liking this shading style. Let's see if I can keep it up. So we started the shirt. Let me pull up my reference. I have it, but it's like hidden behind things. We started the shirt. It's hard for me to tell if I did shading here. Yeah, I did. Okay. It's fine. And that's what we're gonna work on shading right now. I didn't give her gloves, and we're just gonna have to live with that. So this is the starting color. So I need like a dark, and then I need like a dark. So we're just gonna do the dark first. Guys, it has been a hell of a week. I'll tell you that. So we had last week, we had monthly tests, which is something that the students take. Okay, so Charlie's right here, so lighting there. Okay, something the students take obviously every month. Oh, except no, I do need to do that on the same layer, don't I? How did I do this? Hold on. How did I do this before? Rory! That is just all one layer. Oh, but that's... I don't know how I've done this. Oh well. Rory! You know what I'm gonna do, actually? Hold on, I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna... This could be weird. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna duplicate that. And do it like that. But yeah, so, oh right, I need to turn off color mixing. Our students had monthly tests last week, and so this week we're starting like a bunch of new lessons with them, which is like normal, right? Like this is perfectly normal what happens every single time. Except I have a bunch of first graders. And so our first and second graders, and some of our third graders, but not all of our third graders, they get something that's called a project day. And so project day is obviously where they work on a project. If you figure that out all by yourself, I'm so proud of you. And so there's projects in our books, but they're like, quite frankly, very boring. And normally I do something like just a little different, like sort of related, but different. But this time, well, I mean, it was related. This time I decided, because I hate myself, I guess, that I was going to do, so we read a story. Again, these are first graders. These are like children. We read a story about the importance of dream catchers to some Native American tribes, which I think is a really good story for these children to learn because they don't know a lot about any other culture. I'm going to be so fucking for real with you. Femi, hello. I hope you're doing well too. How are you? How is everything? Are things still like normal? Isn't there another hurricane coming your way? I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm going to be so fucking for real. I'm actually gonna make this bigger, I think. And like, yeah. Yeah. Okay, and now we're gonna go back to the normal red and like, you know, blend it out a little. Just a little. Just you know? Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, so I'm making dream catchers with these first graders the other day. Which again, mistake on my, well, it was fine. It ended up being fine. It's just funny how like some kids are like very quick to like catch on to like instructions, right? And these are like, they're all the same age, right? They're all the same grade. These are the same like level. They separate them between level, you know, so similar, not the same, but like similar to how American schools do. And I don't think there would actually be a shadow there. I think I need to erase that. Maybe. I think there was. I don't know if maybe it's on the other. I don't know. I don't know anything, you know? Like legit, like I'm seeing all of this like carnage from this hurricane and I'm like, oh my God, like I would be around that if I was still in America. Like I lived in Charlotte and then I moved to Charleston. And like neither of those areas got hit like too bad, but they still got like damage, right? And I'm like, oh my God. Like, my friend in Charleston didn't even lose power. My parents in Columbia, South Carolina lost power, though. And that's wild to me. Okay, I think that's good. I am going to do right there a little bit of shadow. The damage is awful. My friend may or may not have convinced me to play Dress to Impress on Roblox. Oh my god, as a fashion killer, I'm low-key obsessed, I fear. Listen, I have been watching so many people. I don't think... Like, I don't have Roblox. I've never played Roblox. My students are obsessed with it. I don't think I could play it. But I love watching it. Oh my god. I swear to god. So if you, like... If we're ever online at the same time and you just want to stream you playing Dress to Impress, or if you want to stream it on Twitch, I'll fucking watch it if I'm awake. You know I will. I have been loving watching it. It's crazy. It's really cool, like, how it works. I like the, like, poses and stuff. I went to an appointment this week and the nurse was making small talk, okay, telling me depressing hurricane updates. That's a wild thing to do as a nurse. Like, hey, you're here for your health. Do you want to hear about these people who died? Do you want to hear about these people who were stranded on top of their hospital because nobody ever expected this hurricane to come this far inland? Because people literally come here to escape hurricanes? Do you want to talk about that? Sorry. I think the craziest thing for me... Hello? Oh my god. The craziest thing for me has been watching people who know nothing about, like, the region where, like, a lot of this devastation has happened. Rory, please. Rory, I'm telling a story. There's, like, people who are like, why didn't they evacuate? What do you mean, my brother in Christ? Like, how were these people in the mountains supposed to know to evacuate? Like, this is not a coastal town. And people, like, I think people just, like, hear, like, Carolinas, whatever, and they think coast. But, like, these were not coastal regions. These were the fucking mountains. Like, people go to Asheville and to Boone to escape hurricanes. That is literally where people go. And they were told to, like, stay in place. That's what they're told. It's crazy. Like, even in hurricanes, there's victim blaming, right? So I need my meds filled. Oh my god. They got to have somewhere to even evacuate too, right? Before they can, yeah. That's hilarious, Sammy. That's wild, actually. Like, that's absolutely unhinged of that nurse. I'm gonna be so fucking for real. Yeah, Rory? Yeah? Yeah? Tell us about it. Okay. I do think I'm gonna do, hold on. I'm gonna do the darker. Where was the darker? Oh, I didn't have a darker for this. How about this? Rory! That's not dark enough. Oh, I have color mixing on. That might be dark enough. That's dark enough. Oh, that's too purple though. That's too purple. I like my shadows to be, I guess I could be, no, it's still too purple. Here, let's make it a little redder and then I'll be happy with it, I think. Yeah, that's better. What was I fucking saying? I don't even remember. I kept wanting to bring up Mini Moon and said she just kept talking. Listen, she just kept taking. She just kept taking from your piece. That's accurate. How is our Mini Moon? I expected to see like pictures and stuff. Can we not actually see it? Because that's kind of sad if so. Like, she's up there, right? She got here this week. My mixing is too strong. That's the one that's too purple. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna do one like strip in the back that's just like dark. Okay. I'm gonna try my best. When I say I'm going to do, I'm going to try to do. Okay, yeah. I'm actually not going to. I'm gonna like darken it a little bit more though. Here we go. Here we go. I like that. Okay. 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 Wow, it took us that long to shade her back. That's fine. I guess like I understand that it's like a big deal, right? And that it's like something that like a lot of people are living with, but it is still like wild that that would be what somebody chooses to talk about at your health appointment. Okay, so her shirt is red. Her bow is also red. They look like the same to me, but I am just gonna go ahead and make her bow a little bit brighter. I want it to stand out. So that's what I have decided. Is it the correct decision? Yes, because it's the one that I'm making. I forgot that I like to do my pencil for the edges of these. Okay, so pencil, and then we go in with our good pal, the felt tip pen. Or marker, or whatever it is. I just ordered IRL. Like, I think they are technically felt tip markers. Whoops. And I'm excited to try them. I haven't actually done like physical, like traditional sketching in a while. I think in over a year. I actually think since when I moved to Charleston, I didn't really do that much like traditional stuff. I have a traditional drawing that I did like with Copics of Toph from Avatar that like I was really proud of when I did it, and now I look back at it and I'm like, ugh, you know? We love ordering things, right? So it's funny because so they're Tombos. Have you heard of Tombow pins, Sammy? So I had Tombos. I had like dual tipped Tombos, you know, like one end was one tip, one end was like a brush tip in America. But these are different. This is like a brush tip, but it's like a hard brush tip. Does that make sense? And I've been wanting these for a while. I actually wanted them I wanted them before I moved. And then I was like, I'm about to move to Korea. I don't need anything else. I'm already getting rid of stuff. I'm not going to buy new stuff, right? And so then I got to Korea and I was like, oh, I want some. But like, you know, as in a new country, I wasn't really focusing on stuff like that. And so now I've literally just been thinking about them. And then I went to buy them on Coupang. So Coupang is like kind of like Amazon here, sort of. It's like the closest equivalent. Maybe Gmarket. I don't know. So I went to buy them on Coupang. I didn't even check Gmarket. Maybe I should have. Oh, well. And they were like 30,000 won, which is like $25, which is like, they're expensive pins, right? But they're not like that expensive. And so I was like, I don't know. And so I actually went onto Amazon, and I have not really used Amazon since I got here because you have to have everything imported, right? Well, so I go into Amazon, and it's actually cheaper for me to have them imported through Amazon than to order them on Coupang. And so I was like, I actually think I might need to make this lighter. I'm going to end up changing this shade just a tiny bit. And so I ordered them. They're still expensive, right? Like just the nature of them being Tombos is expensive. But they get here next week, and I'm very excited. They were also going to take, like I technically was still having to import them, ordering them off of Coupang. I have the Ohu one. So listen, I love my Ohu markers. I am so sad that I could not bring them with me. Because that actually might be what I might have used Ohus. I probably did use Ohus, not Copics, because Copics are so fucking expensive. I probably used Ohus for my Toph drawing. I hope you love them. Thank you. It's just like black Where's my mouse? Oh my god. Coupons are so expensive. It's wild. Hold on. I have like a file where I put some of I like scanned in my old art, my old physical art. Here we go. I used to do like a lot of sketching. I'm realizing now that I need to move this because, hold on. Okay. Help, I've forgotten how to be a streamer. There we go. You can see my... So this is, I legitimately think this is the last thing that I did. And like, I don't love it, right? But it's like, it's traditional. So it's like harder, not harder, different, right? Hobbits are so pricey. They really are. So this probably was with my Wahoo's. And like, I have a lot of, like, I used to do a lot of traditional stuff. Flora. I don't love this, but this was me testing watercolors. This is one of my favorite. It's literally just a hand, and it's one of my favorite things that I've ever drawn. Oh my god, this is ancient. This is from when I was in high school. I drew this when I was in high school. Like, what's sad is like I feel like I haven't actually improved since high school. I've been so back into My Hero Academia. Listen, I really need to get back into it. I'm so behind, and I keep wanting to get back into it, but I don't have like the mental capacity, and it's sad. That's fire, Loki. Listen, this is like my magnum opus. I was so proud of this when I drew it, and I'm looking at it now, and you know what? I'm still proud of it. This was my Gaia avatar. Did I tell you I lost? This is like the saddest thing. I actually went to get back on Gaia recently, and my account, I was like, my account doesn't exist anymore. That's so wild. And so I look it up, and I actually find my account through like, I created a new Gaia account. And I created a new Gaia account. And so I go into search, and I can't find me anywhere. And so I started searching for my friends. So me and my friends, we all had Licious at the end of our name. So I was Rosetta Licious. My friends was Azzy Licious, Birdie Licious, things like that. And so I look up Birdie Licious, who is my friend Chelsea from middle school, high school. And I find her, and she's tagged Rosetta Licious, which is me. But when I searched Rosetta Licious, nothing came up. And so I find Rosetta Licious, and I go to the profile, and somebody, I don't think hacked is the right word, right? But somebody like gained access to my account, and they had changed the name. I still fucking remember this because it was so wild, to Sex Candy 7. Like the 7 really, really brings it all together. Sex Candy 7. And I think that they were using my account as like a, they were like, I don't know if the catfishing is the right word, but like scamming people. And I like emailed Gaia, and I was like, help me. And obviously I never got help. This one. So I lost my OG Gaia account, and I was so sad because I had such cool stuff on that. But yeah, so I used to do like a good bit of traditional art, and so I want to get back into it. And so I'm gonna try sketching using pens, because like a lot of people talk about that to like get more, to get more like secure in your artwork is to sketch using pens, not pencils. Anyway, so I bought these pens. This is supposed to be Kyo. This doesn't look anything like Kyo. I hate that actually for me. I think like my style just does not lend itself well to like very like shoujo heavy styles. And I want to improve that too. I want to be able to draw more styles. Oh, I really liked this too. Speaking of My Hero Academia. This was, I don't remember what year this was. This is Inktober, and the theme was overgrown. What's her name? I don't even remember her name. I'm the worst. Freet. Yeah, the Freet. And look at Shinso. Wow. This theme was brainwashed. Oh no, spell. This one was spell. And so yeah. Wow, I really like this one too. Ibarra, that sounds right. Sure. But yeah, so I want to get back into more traditional stuff. I really liked doing traditional stuff. I want to practice more at it. So I am going to make some more coffee. I'm not even going to mute myself. So I'm just going to scream from over here while I'd have to turn the coffee on first. Hold on. Well, the water. Let's do that first. Let me heat up my water first. Shinso looks good. I'm really happy with this. I think he looks fantastic. Good job, past me. So yeah, I want to do more traditional stuff. I still, like, I'm gonna still, like, what is this? I don't know what's happening here. I'm still gonna do, like, digital primarily, right? But I want to do traditional stuff too. Like, Twice is one of my favorite characters. And I'm devastated. You can see the ink from the page behind this one. I think I just drew this. I don't even think this was Inktober. Well, I don't know. But yeah, like I tried to draw Yuri. I don't love it. I really struggle with like here's Victor. I really struggle with like softer styles. This is also from when I was in high school. Look at that. I still draw big eyes. Why is she holding her violin like that? We may never know. It's just floating in front of her. This was, I like wanted this to be a character. See, unknown OC. But I never did anything else. I really like my line work on this. I need to find out how I can like make my line work look like this in my digital art. Because it makes so much sense to me on paper, but I struggle with it digitally. Anyway. So yeah, I want to do more digital art. That's really, look at how cute this one is. That's really the lesson of the story. I want to do more physical art. And so I bought these pins. That was a long-winded way for me to say that. But yeah, there's so many tangents in that I can't even talk to you about. Like the thing with digital art, so I don't think like digital art and physical art both have like things that are easier and things that are harder, right? Like I think mixing colors is much easier in physical art, like traditional art. I say physical because it's like you can like hold it, right? And like you're holding like a real pen and paper versus like what I'm doing now is obviously physical, but it's not like I don't know. You know, I'll try to say traditional. Traditional art, I find like mixing colors easier, but like digital art is obviously more forgiving. If you make a mistake, you have the undo button. There is no undo button in traditional art. There's erasers and whiteout, right? But that's not the same. Especially like once you get like paint into it, which I brought my watercolors. I haven't done any watercolor actually since I got here. I brought my watercolors to Korea because I have like a really small watercolor pack, like travel watercolor set. And I've never been good at watercolors, but I love watercolors. And I want to get back into that. I want to get back into like more traditional. I want to do both. I think that will help my brain. All right, so there's that one. Let's go ahead and do this one too. Yes, that's the ribbon, right? Yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, so that was a long-winded way for me to say I bought some markers. But yeah, I really miss traditional art. And you know what? Traditional art, so long as it's like a reasonable size, also easier to just turn your canvas. I'm actually terrified of working with large canvases because like in traditional art, sometimes you can't. Like if it's too large, you can't move that. It's just there. And I move things so much. As you can see, I'm about to move this again. So digital art just takes like some of the difficulty of his traditional art and like removes it, right? Like it's hard to move your canvas sometimes in traditional art, not in digital art. Like I'll be using a sketchbook, and so it won't be like the easiest thing in the world. Whee! But I'm so excited. I like that I've been drawing more lately. Look, I'm doing this, and then I'm gonna clean it up and hope I don't hate it, all right? And then I'm gonna do that same thing right here, because I want the color to be in there, but not too much in there, you know? Yeah, like that. Good, okay. Good, I'm glad we talked that out. Wee! Me. I hope everybody's doing well. If you're hanging out and you haven't followed yet, go ahead and drop a follow if you want. That would be so nice. I haven't screamed yet, I don't think. So you're welcome. You're welcome for that. If you're looking for calm, chill, normal, well, not normal. Is anybody normal? Is there really normal? Calm, chill, typical, I guess is what I'll say. Typical art streams. This probably isn't it. Wow. We've gotten some color on there. Time to do the pen. Okay. Time to actually fill her in. Y'all know that girl on TikTok? I actually haven't seen her in a while. This is not good enough. Hello. One day I'll remember all of my shortcut keys. Today's not that day. Fill her in. Ah, I missed a big old stripe right there. I don't mind some of this being white, but like this is too much. Like I don't, like this is fine, you know? Sometimes I think I want to use like just like the fill tool, and I do sometimes, but then I'm like, I don't know. I feel like you can tell it, like the fill tool leaves such harsh edges, and then I always have to go in and clean it up anyway. And it's probably because I'm not using it right, but I don't know what I'm doing. So there's that. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go over here and get a big boy. We are just gonna, yeah, just save time that way. Oh, wait, I can do the big boy all the way down. Yeah! Let's fucking go. Here it does become an issue because I cannot see. And then obviously, whoop, we'll need to go back to our small boy. Right here, actually. We have reached the point where big boy is no longer an option. The point of no return. Whee! I have to go in and shade all of this. What do you mean? Okay, look at the shading way easier because I did all of this. So, I can clip mask. Whee! Okay, this. That's better. Okay. Wow. Okay, so up here, just a lit. Well, that might even be too big for that. Oop. Right. Good enough. And then I'm going to go down here. And I'm going to start down here and then move to big boy. Right? That makes sense. Okay. I wonder if there's any like events happening for Foundation Day today. Should I leave my house today? I did already take Rory on a walk. I think I'm going to take him on a long walk, like a walk around our city a little bit. It's got so cold so fast here, guys. It legit was like 30 degrees the other day, and then the next day 18 with a low of 11, which is cold. All right. Acorn is living their best life. They are so happy with the temperatures right now. I do be struggling. I'm having a rough go of it. I'm already like, oh fuck, it's cold. Even some of my students, I was explaining to them that it was fall and that winter, because they're students, right? They're children. So they're like, oh, the months decide the seasons, which is like kind of not. So I taught them about equinoxes and solstices, even though I'm their English teacher. Like even like at our English academy. So some people teach like quote unquote science. They teach like English science in English, right? I teach them English. Like I teach them literature. And I'm teaching them about solstices. And I'm like, yeah, so it's winter. It's not winter until December 21st. And they're like, but it's cold, Miss Brittany. And I'm like, that doesn't mean it's winter. Hey. Agent! What is up? How are you? How's life? We colored a bow. Wow, good job, us. There's actually not going to be too much shading on this, to be fair. I was complaining about that earlier. It's not going to be too bad. So I would like to go let past me know. We'll be fine. Aiden, what is up? How's life? You weren't affected by the hurricane, were you? I don't remember where you're at. I'm going to be so fucking for real. Oh, I spoke too quiet even for my PNGtuber. Life is A-okay. I've been checking out the Metaphor Refantasio demo and it's dope. How I feel like you've told me about this. No hurricane near me. Okay, good. How do? Listen. Not last night, the night before. I had like a random mental breakdown out of nowhere, y'all. I didn't talk about this earlier. Like I was walking Rory. I had just gotten home. I was walking Rory. I was getting ready for my Korean lesson. And my brain was like, you're the worst. And I was like, wait, what? And like, I'm just walking Rory and I start crying and like feeling awful about myself. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was so wild and like legitimately like out of nowhere. And I was like trying to like understand where it could have come from. I feel like this is not shading. Hello? But because I have color mixing on. Oh my God. I thought I had turned it off. There we go. I need to do this part first and then we can worry about that. Okay. I was like, this is not the color that I wanted. So like the answer is, what is happening here? Like, not great, but you're not the worst, you're great. Oh my God, thank you. I don't think, well, we'll see. But yeah, like my brain was just being real weird. And so I'm like sobbing and then I have my Korean lesson and then like I was feeling bad because my brain was being weird. And so then my Korean lesson was weird and my poor Korean teacher is just like, oh my God, like what can I do to help? And then I was like, I'm never gonna learn Korean. I'm so stupid. And she's like, you're not stupid. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then like I went to bed early, like I was sobbing. Like I cried all fucking night. And like, it's been a while since anything like that has happened. So I was like, hello, brain? I definitely need a darker one. Like that's a good start, but I need a darker one. But let's go and do these first. And then I woke up yesterday and I was A-okay. Actually, all of this is going to be shaded. And then this one's going to be darker. That one's just going to be dark, I think. I'll have some light over here, actually. I lied. That not all of this is going to be shaded. There we go. But yeah, it was fucking weird. All right? It was weird. It just hits, right? And it's like, hello? There are people out there, Sammy, with just functioning brains. And that is just crazy to me. I like don't understand. My brain does not comprehend. Like, what do you mean? But yeah, so that was not good. And so I'm still like dealing with like the repercussions of that a little bit because sometimes my brain is like, remember, you suck. And I'm like, okay, you know? I think all of this is going to be pretty. Where is, so Charlie's going to be right here. Yes, so. I'm definitely doing better though. Like it was legitimately like out of nowhere. And I was like, hello? What do you mean? Okay, and now we'll do the darker part. Okay, we're actually making some progress here. I think I cleared the second palace. There are palaces? I know nothing about Persona, you guys. I'm so sorry. I got distracted and fell off a while back. I just bought it on PC. I can play the Steam Deck. Yeah! At the end of the first palace. Fuck yeah. I love my Steam Deck. I haven't played it. I need to play it more. I legit have not. Like, I've just been in a weird mood lately. I think... Is this what yeah. I've been in a weird mood lately, and I would like to get out of it. I would like to go back to normal, please, brain. Can we? As a little treat. Can we just be normal? Like, a lot of this is gonna be just dark. That's fine. Palaces are the game's name for dungeon, basically. Oh, I see. Never mind. I don't... Why did I think Persona 5 was like... Or not Persona 5, just Persona in general. Why did I think it was like in school? Is one of them in school? I'm so clueless when it comes to Persona. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's good. Down here. I just really like this brush, and like I like the brush strokes, right? Which is like a weird, like, oh, I like the brush strokes of my brush, but like you don't always get that in digital art, you know? And I just really like this one. Oh, I have Royal on PC. I played a lot of the original, but started over with Royal. Persona is half JRPG dungeon crawling and half high school. Oh, I see. See, like, I think all I really know about it is the high school social life sim, and that's you know, that's not for me. I love the social life sim girlies. I am not one of them. I'm not normally one of them. Like, there might be some exceptions. I'm trying to think if there are that I could think of right now. But I think that's all I knew about it. I think I would probably enjoy the dungeon crawling part of it. Oh my god, my coffee! Hold on. Is this the pot? Yeah. Sorry, I forgot I started heating my water for my coffee. It's still hot, so I've poured it into the pour over now. So hopefully I have more coffee soon. Okay. Yeah, I think I would probably like the dungeon crawling aspects of Persona in that case, but the social sim thing is so maybe I'll just watch somebody play it. I still need to watch somebody. Oh, hi, Roby. I need to watch somebody play not Life is Strange. I've watched people play Life is Strange. Tell me why. I might get Reload eventually after beating 5, but I'm likely gonna get Metaphor first. Metaphor is what you're playing now. Metaphor, whatever, right? I'm already playing Rio. I think I'll wait till after. That makes so much sense. That's so fair. You know what game I want? Veilguard. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna just get it, right? Like, it comes out at the end of this month. I'm trying to decide if I'm just gonna get it. But I haven't, like, completed a game. I finished Kingdom Hearts 1, actually, recently. I finished Kingdom Hearts 1 recently. I think I need to finish Chain of Memories, which I haven't played in, like, 2 weeks. I need to finish Chain of Memories, and then if I finish it, I'll let myself get Veilguard. I need to finish a game. Okay. I'm happy with that. Are we happy with that? Okay. How am I gonna do this I don't know how I'm gonna do this yin yang symbol behind them. Maybe like the main Shin Megami Tensei series. I never played them, but this Persona sort of that. When I heard it leans more on JRPG and doesn't much of the social life part. That's fair. I don't know. I've honestly never heard of that before in my life. I'm gonna be so real with you. Oh, I'm stretching. I'm sorry. Okay. Look, we finished the bow. Wow. We shaded the shirt and we colored the whole bow. That's crazy. In less than an hour. So proud of me. All right. Let's see. Let's do the skirt next. Plus the games are massive time sinks anyway. Oh, that's so fair. I have not had a lot of mental capacity for games lately. Even games that I really enjoy. Like, I love Fields of Mystery, and it's like not even like a... I need this to be smaller, actually. Like, Fields of Mystery is just a little farm sim, right? And it's not even like you can save at any time. It's not like a time sink, like it takes a long time, I guess, to progress through the game. But like you can play it like 10 minutes at a time, right? And like you don't have to like wait for a save spot or anything. Like you can, I do really like that about Fields of Mystery, is that you can just save at your house and like you don't have to sleep like in Stardew. Like if you need to stop, you don't have to waste a whole day. But I haven't even like been able to play that. I was able to play Overwatch the other day, which I'm glad I did, because I haven't been able to play Overwatch either. And y'all know I love me some Overwatch. And like, they weren't great games. We got just obliterated a couple of times, but I was still able to play, and I was really happy about that. So maybe I'll be able to start playing games again lately. It's so nice playing the fashion games. Oh, why did my brain rate fantasy? Because it's just easy on the brain. Yeah, like sometimes you just need something to just not think. I think that's my issue lately, is like there's too many things inside of my head. And like even playing a game is like another thing, right? It's a thing that I enjoy, but it's another thing. And like oh my God, I'm forgetting how to color inside the lines. I'm like thinking about a lot of things. Like I'm thinking about the future, and I'm thinking about like, I'm trying to draw more. I was trying to draw every day. I fell off of that real fast and I need to get back onto it. But I just haven't had the mental capacity to do anything. Oh my God. And so I do think I just need to, I think sometimes I do just need to like pick up my Steam Deck and play Fields of Mystery. Even if I think I don't have the mental capacity, I think that might actually help me. Because Fields of Mystery is very like, for me, it's very meditative. More so than Stardew was. So, I mean, I think y'all were here for my first Stardew playthrough when I started it the very first time. Where like, I was fucking up left and right. Oh my God, my throat is so dry. I think it's time for me to turn my dehumidifier off, guys. So normally, like spring, summer especially, Korea is crazy humid. Like it is. And what's wild is technically the percentage of humidity is lower, and I don't know how, because I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, and I've been to Florida, right? I'm not from Charleston, but I'm from South Carolina, right? And I lived in Charleston, South Carolina, and I've been to Florida many, many, many times in my life. I've been to the Caribbean. Like, I know humidity, right? Like, it's not like I'm unfamiliar with it. I have never felt humidity like what they have here in Korea. Like, I'll step outside, and I don't sweat. Like, it takes a lot for me to sweat. But I'll step outside in the summer, and I'll be, like, moist. Which I hate using that word, but, like, that's the only right word. In, like, minutes. Like, 5-10 minutes. And, like, when I was in high school, I was in marching band. And so I was outside at, like, the hottest point of the day. And like it would take me hours to sweat. And here, and I don't even know if it's sweat or if it really is just the humidity like clinging to my skin. But I think it's actually over because like my throat's really dry. And so I think I need to turn my dehumidifier off. Summers are crazy humid and winters are crazy dry here. Okay, my coffee's ready. Let me pour my coffee. I've been busy, like being too much in my own head and reading sad fan fiction. Wait, Sammy, are we living the same life? What do you mean? We've definitely been reading different fan fiction. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that for sure. But like same, like literally same. That's exactly what I have been doing. Like I felt like shit. And so I get home and I don't have energy to do anything. And so I get into bed and I watch too many TikToks. I actually might remove TikTok from my phone. I'm going to be so fucking for real. I watch too many TikToks. And then I read fan fiction until like 3 a.m. And it's like sad fanfics. Like I'm over here crying. But sometimes you just need to cry. So I don't even mind that, right? It's just I wish I was also doing something else with my time. We're just living the same life on opposite sides of the planet. What do you mean? Like, I've been reading so much Hazbin fanfiction, you have no idea. And I like a ship. So apparently, like, the ship that I have, I love her comfort. Give me more. Legitimately, give me the angst. The ship that I like in Hazbin, I think I've talked about this recently. Hello? I think I've talked about this recently, or at least at some point. So just in general, when I like to ship characters, I like one like moody character and then one like, I don't want to say spicy character, but like one character who's a little bit more flamboyant, I guess is the way that I'll put it. I like one like more moody character and then one character who's a little bit more flamboyant. And like, I will ship, and to this day, this still happens, obviously. I will ship characters who like barely interact with each other. Like, I'm going to be so fucking, I'm going to expose myself here. Since I was a child, all right, you know, shipping's like a part of fandom. Not all fandom, like not all people in fandom ship, but all fandoms ship, right? And one of my, which still to this day, one of my childhood ships. No, this is a safe space. All right? No judgment. Is Ryo Bakura and Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! And they barely interact in the show. But like little like 11-year-old me. No, listen, we'll talk about Zuko Sakanek. Little 11-year-old me was like, they're in love. And like, I still, like, I have like an alert. If there is a fic posted on AO3 in that tag, because I'm like, let me have it. But no, also Zuko Sakura. I am also all about Zuka. That is a relatively new one. I'm actually going to be so fucking for real with you. I've never been like a, what do they call it? Zutara. I've never been a Zutara shipper. I've always been Katang all the way. I didn't really ship Zuko with anybody. I was like, Zuko needs to spend time with himself, actually. And I shipped, which this is also a hot take. I shipped Sokka with Toph when I was a child. Taka is what it's called, if you're wondering. So that was my avatar shipping, was Taka and Katang, all right? And Zuko and his therapist. And then on Tumblr, literally just like, it was less than 10 years ago. It might have been 10 years ago. I think it was at the very end of college. I saw Zuka fan art for the first time. And I was like, no, you're right. I was like, let me rethink everything. This is correct. And that just became like my shit. And it still is. I'll stand by that. Or her shoes are white. Okay. And my Hazbin ship is, again, very similar. It's not like a typical one. I do think Sokka and Toph was more popular back then. But I don't know if it is. I should read core fanfiction. Oh my god, you so should. PNGtuber fanfics. No, I prefer Wumptober. No, Sammy. We love Moody Sunshine. Yeah. So my Hazbin ship, and this is a hot take these days. So apparently this was actually the most popular ship before the Hazbin show came out. Like when it was just like this internet person's like, you know, characters and story. Is this the, oh, mixing is on. My Hazbin ship is called Radio Dust, and I'm actually going to be drawing Radio Dust for Halloween, and so I might do it on stream because Halloween is on Thursday. So if people don't like that, they're just gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, my Hazbin ship is Alistair and Angel, and a lot of people don't like it. So Alistair is asexual. But so a lot of people are like, no, you can't ship him with anybody. But then the same people who say you can't ship him with anybody, ship him with other people. So Alistair is asexual, which is obviously like wonderful for him, and like that representation exists in like what is now like a pretty mainstream show, right? I love that. And I think people think like shipping means there has to be like sexual aspects, and also people forget that there are, what's the word? It's like a spectrum, right? There's a spectrum to it. And so like I read fanfics, I read Radio Dust fanfics that are written by asexual authors. Radio Dust is a good name, right? It's such a good name. All of Alistair's ship names are really good, quite frankly. But I am a Radio Dust girly. And like, I like legit, like I loved this ship, and I looked at, like, I didn't know the ship name at first, obviously, right? So I look it up and it's called Radio Dust, and I'm like, excuse me, that's incredible. Yes, please. Me when my representation is Alistair. I didn't get why that's so funny. It's like, here's this evil haha radio man. Listen, just embrace your inner Alistair, Sammy. I think it'll work out well for you. I think it'll be beautiful. I love Alistair. I think he's great. He's obviously not a character that like I see myself in. But I really like, I'm on the wrong color. Like a lot of, again, like the fics that I read fics written by asexuals. Like I try to like find that if they're going to have any sexual content. Let me actually clarify that. If they have sexual content, I do make sure that the author is asexual before I read it. If it's just like a cute little like lovey-dovey fic, then I'll read whatever. If it's just like regular angst, I'll read whatever. If it's going to have any sexual content in it, I make sure that it is an asexual author, so they are like writing from like a place of experience, right? And so it's not, I don't know, like, is it appropriated the wrong word? I don't know. Like my favorite fanfic, which is like Villain Era Sammy. Oh my god, yes, please. Yes. I need it. My favorite fanfic, which is a legit masterpiece. This man needs to write his own novel. I would eat it up. Like it is an asexual person, right? Writing the fanfic. And so like, even though there is sexual content, it's like from the perspective of like an asexual person and like what he feels, which I really think is interesting. And I like that he like is putting himself into the character, and his writing it's legitimately one of the best things. Like, actually might be the best thing I've ever read. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it is so good. And like, I normally don't read unfinished fics because I like instant gratification. But this one I'm legit like hanging on by a thread waiting for each next installment. I do think because I'm doing this, no, that's fine. That's good. Okay. I need to fade this out a little more. I don't like what's happening here. Turn our color mixing back on. I'm a chronic unfinished fic reader. Listen, I'm currently reading 2 unfinished fics, and I use reading as a loose term because I think one of them might never be finished. I think I might just have to call it a loss. And it is a Zuka fic. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I actually am gonna darken it. Just get right there. Just gonna pew. Okay. There is a Zuka fic that I actually even drew fan art for, and I think I'm gonna draw more fan art for it. It's not done. I don't think it will ever be done. It is amazing. I love it. It's called Feels Like We Only Go Backwards. And it was last updated December of last year. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now. Like, legit, it's updated every like 9 to 12 months. December 28th, 2023. It has 24 chapters. She says it's going to have 27 chapters. So 24 out of 27. We're 3 chapters to go, supposedly. She started it in 2020. It started July 14th, 2020. So we are... I guess technically we're getting a little less than a chapter a month over... That makes me feel... No. Oh, a chapter every 2 months. It's been 4 years. For some reason, I thought that it was 2022. I just went back in time. So there's 24 chapters. It came out in July of 2020. How many months is that? That's 48, 49, 50. Yeah, so kind of like a chapter every 2 months when you break it down like that. Except when she first started it, it was a chapter every 2 weeks. And now it's more like a chapter every year. So we've got a little distribution going on here. I'm reading, I'm setting, I'm writing my thesis. I love having been in a fandom reading fics for so long. I'll see if it get updated years later and like, damn, you're alive. Oh my God. I hope she finishes this. I love it so much. I love this fanfiction so much. Any Zuka girlies feels like we only go backwards. Read it. It's so good. And then the one that I'm reading for, I wonder if it's been updated. He updates more regularly and it's so long. Hold on. This Hazbin fanfic that I'm reading is 43 chapters. 43 chapters. He started it in January of 2022. It is 653,000 words. Which, like, I looked it up. That's the equivalent of like a 1,000-page novel. To compare, the Feels Like We Only Go Backwards, the Zuka fic I'm reading, this 24 chapters, is only 151,000 words, which is a normal amount of words, all right? 653,000 words this man has written. The last chapter came out in August. The chapter before that, I think, came out in May. So he's updating a little bit more frequently and has written a lot. Like, it's incredible. 43, yeah. Week. It's wild. I'm like, hello? And it's so well, like legitimately the best thing I've ever read. Like, this is better than any book I've ever read. I'm certain. I cannot think of a more well-written book. It's so good. I think even if you're not in the Hazbin fandom, I think everybody should read this. It's not done. I wish he could change the names and have it published, but I don't think it would do well published because it is fucking unhinged. It's wild, but it's great. And I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Skirt done. Look at that. But I love it so much. I love this author. I love this author so much. Okay. Where'd my, I covered up my, my reference picture with the fanfic. Oh, this part of her skirt is actually white, so I have some regrets. So let's do that now. I'm gonna do this part of her skirt and her shoes on the same layer. And then I'm gonna do her stockings. She's also supposed to have gloves, but I didn't draw those and I already colored her arms. So no gloves today. Gloves are off. Okay, so this is like, it's like a creamy color. It's not really white. It's like a warm, creamy color. Let's see if I like that with everything else. Yeah, that's good. Okay. But yeah, that's what I've been reading. Not actually, that's not actually, I've been reading a lot of like just sad, like some even Hurt No Comfort one shots. Love a good fanfic. I can't imagine like being in a fandom and not reading fanfics, especially like a fandom where like you have to wait for things. Like I used to read a lot of Game of Thrones fanfic as well, and maybe I should still read Game of Thrones fanfic because I'm still waiting. I read the Game of Thrones books. I actually started them like right before the show started. I didn't know there was going to be a show made because I don't know. I was unaware. I actually don't know if I like that color anymore. I think I changed my mind. I think I don't like it. Oh, hello. I think it might be too yellow. So let's fix that. But I started reading the Game of Thrones book. Maybe it wasn't yellow enough. When I was in college. And like literally like right after I started reading them, the show came out. And I was like, wait, what? And so I finished the first book and I watched the first season because like they go together. And I was like, wow. Vaggie, hello, how are you? Welcome in. I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, my friend. So if you think I'm talking to myself, I might be. If you're just like, how do I bring up reading sad fanfic to my therapist? No, listen. So like my last therapist that I had in America, I literally just told her everything. Like she like felt like a friend, which is like maybe not a good thing. I don't know. Up for debate, I guess. But I literally, and so I would just talk to her about like fanfics. Do I have my green open? I do. I'm gonna turn that on because I need to see where this is. It's hard to see with this white color, this off-white color. But no, I totally feel it. Like most of my therapists, Sammy, like the people that I've seen, I would never. But like, I feel like you should, right? Like, I feel like that gives such insight into like who you are and what you're feeling at the time. I still can't color in the lines. I love the one other person on the YouTube side exactly who you expect. Wait, wait, what? Whee! How are you, Bucky? I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you being here. Are you a Hazbin fan? Are you just a art connoisseur. I don't know what the fuck that accent was. I need to remove this song from my list. It gives me anxiety. I don't love this. Charlie Vaggie, isn't that a thing? Oh, it's I can't see. I don't have viewers open, my friend. I have too many things up on my screen. So I can't see who the other person is. But is it Charlie? Is Charlie still in the chat? We have a regular Charlie who is wonderful. She had to go already, but she may have left. She may be lurking for her girly. By the way, you'd love hell follow with us. Oh my God, Sammy, it's in my TBR. I think I might read that next. I'm reading Elsewhere by Keanu Reeves. I'm reading a fucking Keanu Reeves book. And it's interesting. It's not my favorite so far. Maybe it will become my favorite, IDK. But I do think I'll read that next, Sammy. I'm here looking for people who I could hire. They said, they're probably not here. Yeah. Oh yeah. So she was here, and then she had to dip, but she could be lurking. I'm not sure. Again, I don't have that stuff open. I only have chat up, and then like what I'm doing. Yeah, I know. I know, Sammy. Keanu fucking Reeves. So I don't know if he actually wrote it or if it was like, is it considered a ghostwriter if like their name is on the cover? Because it's not really, they're not a ghost, right? A poltergeist writer. Because it has another person's name on the cover, and so I even if he did write some of it, he didn't write it alone. I'm not sure if he, or you know, if he like dictated it. He was like, here's my idea, let's make it into a book. It's very weird, which, like, to be fair, very Keanu of him. I'm not very far into it. Like I'm not even a quarter of the way through yet. But it's not bad. I'm gonna keep reading it. It's not like I'm not gonna finish it. I started reading, oh my God, I started reading this, like, I love a self-help book. I'm gonna be so fucking real. I love a self-help book. So I started reading this self-help book. Hold on. I already forgot what it was called because it was so bad. I'm gonna look it up. When I tell you to message me any thought about that book, please do. I'll say after the website has triggers warning. Oh, I do like when they have trigger warnings on their website. I don't think that, like, there's actually a lot of discourse going on about that right now. I don't think that books need trigger warnings personally, because they're usually, like, they're separated by topic, right? And like, if it's an adult book, it's gonna have like things. But I do think that authors should include trigger warnings for people who need them. Like, I think that having them listed on the website is a good idea. I don't think they should have to be in the book, because sometimes that can, like, give away things that you don't want to give away. Yeah, probably in the book too. That's fair. I don't think an author should, I guess this is what I'm trying to say. I don't think an author should have to put them in the book because it can give things away, right? But I do think they should have to make them available. Does that make sense? Like, for the people who want them to have them, and the people who don't want them to not have them. Because again, sometimes a trigger warning can be like a spoiler for the book. What was I looking up? All right, I was going to Goodreads to tell you this book that I started reading and then immediately put down. It was a self-help book, and I don't think I've ever DNF'd a self-help book, but this year I've DNF'd twice. 2 self-help books. And again, I love a self-help book. So this one was called, and I loved the title. I thought it was great. It's called How to Make Shit Happen. I love that. It's so fun, right? No, it's awful. It is literally just what I imagine to be a cishet white man. His name's Sean Whalen, I don't know. Literally just saying, stop being lazy. Like, just try harder. Like, you suck. Just try harder. That's all this book was. And I was like, how can this be marketed as self-help? This is self-sabotage is what it is. Like somebody who actually needs, like wants to do better, and then getting this book is not going to do better. It literally made me angry reading this book. And I was like, maybe it gets better. It didn't. Again, I didn't read a lot of it. I didn't even get, like, it's a short book. I got maybe 5 or 10 pages in. It's bad. Hell Follow With Us is a YA horror dystopian book. So, like, yeah, it's going to have horror. Right, yeah. I know his author said it's basically like, take care of yourself if need be. That's good. I do like that. I do think some authors should be more considerate towards their readers. Just in general, because like if you're writing on heavy topics, you need to understand if like a reader can't finish it or if they don't like it because of those heavy topics. I think if you're writing on heavy topics, you need to be ready and willing to accept that you might get bad reviews because of those heavy topics. And then people are like, oh, that's just what it's about. Well, yeah, they didn't like what it was about. So that's the review of the book. Calm down. I do think like modern social media has created a problem with like people thinking that everything should be for them. And it's not, you know? Some things are not for you, and that's okay. But since we have access to everything at all times, basically now, people are just, you know, I don't want to say entitled, but entitled. Okay. Especially since it's a YA book, yeah. Oh, whoops. Did I not duplicate that? Okay, there we go. Yeah. My experience, I actually prefer YA books. Usually, not all the time, but like I feel like they're more, I feel like a lot of like once you get into adult fiction, it's all there, it's all romance. Like whoops, only romance. Like even in stories that aren't supposed to be romantic and that definitely shouldn't be romantic, it's just romance. And I'm like, I don't want that in this type of story. Like I was reading a story, like a thriller, and then there was romance. And I'm like, this man is a murderer. Or like, oh my God, that woman recently who like wrote a book about like a serial killer or like something and then used a real life murderer as like quote unquote inspiration and like thought people were going to be down with it. And then was like, people are too sensitive. It's like, what do you mean? Just don't put that in that type of book. I get anxious, like I want to read adult books, but I'm not into heavy smut. Yeah. And that's so fair. And like, I don't mind smut, right? But I don't want it in every book. Whoopsie. That's clearly not right. How did I do that? How did I grab that color? I want something a little darker. Hello, thank you. Just a little darker right here. Yeah. Let me take away the color mixing and we whoop. Good. Okay. All right. I can't wait for the helpful with the thoughts. It'll probably be like, it'll be a couple of weeks at least until I start it. And then I have to decide if I'm going to do it. So I either do audiobook or ebook when I read. And so I'll have to decide which one I'm going to do. And then see what my well, I guess first I have to see if my library has it. It's not easy for me to get physical books here. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just don't want you to like be waiting. I'm sorry. I just don't want you to be waiting and be like, she told me she was going to read it. Not that you would do that. That's obviously how you are, Sammy. I think I need a bigger brush for what I want to accomplish here. I was right. Meep, meep, meep. Why do I keep doing that? Oh my god. That's me if I had a villain. Listen, it is time for your villain era. So, let's get on it. Right? I'm proud to be a part of your villain era, Sammy. I am ecstatic, in fact. That's exactly what I'm after. That's what I want to be a part of. Hey! Hello, hello! What's up, Sonny? How's life? How goes coaching? I'm like really struggling to blend this, and I feel like I didn't have this struggle with any other section, only with this fucking shoe. Like, this is 100%, and it looks like shit. That's better. I just had to keep going. Okay. Coaching good. Last game canceled because of hurricane damage. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Well, they're like last game of the season or just like the most previous game canceled? I want to make sure that I am understanding. The hurricane's wild. We were actually talking about that earlier. Like everything that's happened and then like what some people are saying. I need to put my blue light glasses on. My eyes are getting a little... 3 more this season. Okay, okay, okay. Good. Good, good, good. I hope you're able to play them. Helene really, really fucked shit up, didn't she? Okay, and then I'm gonna do this one over here. And then a little bit in here. Just a little bit though. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay. Like, I like having the brush strokes, but I don't want them to be like, ah, brush strokes, you know? Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. Where's Charlie? She's right here. Okay, good. What are you up to today? Tonight? What time is it? My clock on my computer is wrong. 12:57 for me, so that means it's almost midnight for you guys? When is daylight savings over there? We keep the same time over here, which is far superior to daylight savings. Confirmed. Just want you all to know. So I don't remember when it happens for y'all. Impulse ordered a surprise box today. Fuck yeah. What kind of surprise box? Like, is it like a specific like content or is it like a super surprise? Like, I've ordered a surprise like anime box before, right? Like, I knew it was going to be anime merch, but I didn't know what was going to be in it. That's actually how I got one of my Inuyasha plushies when I was younger. Don't ask me. Time isn't real. Honestly, true. So fucking fair. But for realsies, just don't do daylight saving. What if you all just refuse? What if everybody just doesn't set their clocks back? What then? Like, what would they legitimately do? Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn it back on. Well, not. I'm gonna turn it back on. I'm gonna turn it back on. There we go. There we go. That was more along the lines of what I wanted. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. And now we go back to our dark friend. Where is it? There it is. Do that. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, y'all. I'm just fucking around. Did I tell you about my friend calling the mini moon Shibu? Oh my god, no, listen, I did that the other day and nobody knew what I was talking about. Because it's mini moon. It's funny. I was like, listen, this is the moment I've been waiting for my whole fucking life. What do you mean? When I was a little girl at Girl Scout camp, we had like a costume party, and using just our clothing and then the clothing that our camp counselors had, me and my friend went to the costume party as Sailor Moon and Sailor Mini Moon. I was Sailor Moon, obviously, as she was Sailor Mini Moon. It was great. Okay, looky there. Now we just have to do her legs, her hair, and her spear. It's been an hour and a half. It's been an hour and a half, and I have colored. You know what? We've actually done a lot. I want you to know where we started. So this wasn't done. This wasn't done. Here, let me take the green off. Here's where we are right now. So we didn't have shoes. We didn't have a skirt. We didn't have a bow, and we didn't have the shading on the shirt. This is where we started. This is where we started at 11:30. So we've made some solid progress. And I don't have to go to work today, so I am going to go a little bit longer. Normally I would be stopping right now. And I wouldn't be mad at this. If this is our progress, I would not be mad. I would not be mad at all. But we are going to keep going. I'm going to try to at least get her legs done. Hold on. I need to, quick pause. I need to look up. Is the mini moon here? Like, can we see it? Oh my gosh, it's so cute, Sammy. I love a good gotcha box. Perhaps with telescopes, intense ones. Yeah, I don't think it's seeable for normal eyes. That's so sad. Oh yeah, it's really small. The only way to see Earth's new moonlit, moonlit, will be to wait for researchers at a professional observatory to release images. That's so sad. Apparently there was a comet until yesterday, so that's nice. I didn't know that, or I would have gone to look for it. That's kind of sad. Oh, wait, was the mini moon the comet? I don't know. So that's kind of sad that we can't see the mini moon, but I still appreciate her and I love her while she's with us. With our limited time available, I want her to know that she is very special to me. I might need to sleep soon, aka read fanfics till sleep envelops me. Listen, you do what you need to do, my friend. I support you. I especially support you reading all the fanfics. 100%. Okay, that was, wow. Look at how much of a difference that makes. That's crazy. This is why I have a hard time like not shading. A lot of people like, which I should. I just need to like suck it up and just not shade. Okay, now we're gonna do her tights, which are like a purpley color. I'm gonna grab this color and like desaturate it and make it more purple, like there. And that's too close to her skin. Here maybe? Let's see. I think it needs to be bluer actually. I went too far into the red. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a little darker. That's the right like tone though. I like that. There we go. I love seeing Inksy fan art on TikTok too. Then I look at the comments and find similar fics. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, that's nice. I actually haven't had that experience yet. My TikTok hasn't caught on to that, which is such a shame. I'm gonna make this even smaller, I think. Yeah. I feel like it gets into the grooves better when it's smaller. Is that? Yeah, no. Okay. This is, but that's not. Okay. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do when I get there. Trying to remember like how I sketched this. I obviously used a reference for this pose, but then I changed it just a tiny bit. So I don't really remember what I was thinking because that was so fucking long. Like, what is this titled? September 19th. And that's when I started coloring it. And so I did this sketch before then. So probably like around September 12th is when I actually sketched this. So almost a month ago. Okay. I am really excited for the fan art that I'm going to do for Halloween. I think a lot of people aren't going to like it because again, it's radio dust and a lot of people just don't like that shit because they're haters. Which you're allowed to not like something, but like, you can't tell other people not to like it, right? Obviously, if something is causing like actual harm to communities, I think it's important to like call it out. But if it's just people saying two cartoon characters are in love, I think you need to get a grip of yourself. You know, like I think you need to reevaluate your life choices when you're arguing with people about, when you're an adult specifically arguing with people about cartoons and their love interests. Their fictional love interests, right? Like there's like clearly canon relationships in the show, like Vaggie and Charlie, right? Like that exists. But people don't have to ship Vaggie and Charlie, right? They're like, you know what's interesting, which I am not a fan of, but people do it and they're allowed to do it. People ship, whoopsie, Charlie and Adam, which is weird to me, not my fave, right? But I'm not going to tell them I'm not going to tell them they can't ship that because it's their preference, right? I don't like it, so I don't look at stuff like that. Like that's, it'll like come across my feed and I'm like, ugh. Weird cross. Yeah, I don't love it. Like it's not for me, but people ship it, right? And they're allowed to ship it. There's nothing wrong with that. Now like when I do have issues, right, is if it's like actual like harmful like real world things. Like if there is like an underage character and they ship that underage character with an adult. I do have an issue with that. I don't think that is okay. And people are like, they're just characters. And I'm like, okay, that's an actual real world issue though. And so for you to put that on the characters is kind of strange. Or like incest, right? And first of all, Vampire Night. No. Like, I don't like that. Like that I won't stand for. That's not gross. That's just wrong, right? I mean, it is gross, but it's also wrong. It's not just gross, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I really cannot color in the lines. What is wrong with me? But like, if it's just two normal characters and people are like, I'm starting to ship over. Oh my God, Sammy. If it's just two like normal characters, I don't care, right? Like let people do what they want to do. Just let people enjoy things how they want to enjoy them, right? Like, it is what it is. And I want to enjoy this weird, angry Dear Radio Man and this weird, horny spider. All right? That's all I want. I think they're neat. And people are like, well, Alistair is asexual. And it's like, okay. Do you think asexual people can't fall in love? It's confirmed that he is asexual, right? I don't think it's confirmed that he is aromantic, and maybe he is. But even in that case, there's still a spectrum, right? And we don't know the spectrum on which he falls yet, right? Like, and even then, it's not the actual show, right? People are allowed to make fan content about whatever they want. If somebody wants to say that Inuyasha is a high school student in America, they can do that. Obviously, he's not. We know that. That's fine. Ace isn't aromantic. Exactly. Asexual and aromantic are two very different things, right? And even both of them existing, they exist on a spectrum, like a lot of other things about our sexuality and our experiences as humans, right? I sent you an angsty TikTok I saw for you to watch later. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Did I show you that Vampire Night tattoo? Wait, what? Me, Arrow Ace, who knows I'll never know, that's for sure. Listen, Sammy. I support you. Whatever unfolds, whatever unravels, or doesn't, you know? And that's the thing, right? Like this, so a lot of people do like RPF, real person fiction. And that I do kind of struggle with. Because those are real people, right? And like, I know that your fan fiction's not real. This is like a heated debate, right? Like people write like BTS fan fiction, One Direction fan fiction. And that to me is a little bit strange because these are real people with like real feelings and like real sexualities versus characters, right? Who can be like molded to fit whatever little headcanon we have. So there is like a line that I have there, but again, so long as it's not harming anybody, so long as like, if people are making gay fan fiction about Harry Styles and they're not actively like mad at Harry Styles for not being gay, they're not actively causing him harm. Like, sure. Again, I don't support it. I don't agree with it, but they're not hurting anybody, I guess. So it is what it is. Until it starts to like become troublesome, right? Then it's a problem. I have to microdose romance in my mind. Yeah, I don't consider real people fanfic. Yeah, I don't like it. Like I'm like trying to think about like imagine a world where you are famous, which already sounds awful for a variety of reasons. Now imagine people are writing fan fiction about you. People, they don't like how you exist as a person, and so they are shifting you around to fit their narrative, and that to me is a little weird, and like I think would destroy me mentally. Like if I were a famous person, that would actually be a boundary that I make. Do not write fiction about me, and if you cannot respect that boundary, you are not a fan, and so I definitely don't want you writing about me. Like that would be a boundary that I would like for my own mental well-being, I would have to make, because that's weird to me. But again, so long as it's not causing other, that's my whole thing. If you're not causing other people harm, do it. Do what you want. Enjoy life. As soon as you start, like if somebody asks you not to do something and you do it anyway, that's crossing a boundary, that's causing harm, right? So that's weird. It feels really, it's like an extra step of parasocial too. Like, I don't know. And again, like some people don't, I cannot stand the lines today. Some people don't mind like the parasocial behavior that comes with stuff like that. And some people do. And so I think it all comes down to just respecting people's boundaries. It's weird. Like, it's weird for people who don't. If I told you there was an animated One Direction smut fanfic scene, oh my God, I would totally believe you. I would believe you 100%. I know that that's out there, right? And people are like, oh, well, once they become famous, they like are consenting to that. No, they're not. When people don't, like, for example, like Chapel Roan recently, there's been like a lot of, for some reason, discourse around Chapel Roan. Because A, she didn't like come out outright and endorse a political candidate, which I don't think that celebrities should have to endorse political candidates. Obviously, I think celebrities are political just in their existence. You are in the public eye and the things you talk about, right, are in the public eye. But Chapel Roan is obviously progressive, right? Her existence is political because people have politicized her existence, right? Her existence as a queer woman. And so like to think that her not endorsing a candidate means she's endorsing Trump is crazy. No one thinks Chappell Roan is voting for Trump. I'm so fucking sorry. And then her canceling because of her mental health. And people are disrespecting that boundary. And people keep disrespecting her boundaries, which is just so crazy. And again, if you're going to do that, you are not a fan. You want her music without acknowledging her as a person. And that I think is problematic, right? And that's not just Chappell Roan. It's just like a recent example, right? It's happened with a lot of people. Euphoria is problematic in many ways, but that was wild. Oh, in Euphoria specifically? What? I just saw did you ever watch Euphoria? That's insane. In the show? That's wild. That's hilarious, actually. And like even with like the creators of like shows, right? Like Hazbin. Is the creator of Hazbin a perfect person? No, because nobody is, right? And if you ask this person to like do certain things and then they like shit on you for asking those things, I think that's understandable. But like if the person, like for example, okay, listen, it keeps coming back to the shipping, okay? So I ship Radio Dust, right? As we will talk about many times in my life. I ship Radio Dust, right? This used to be a very popular, very common ship. Nowadays, some people like really hate on it. There's a lot of antis, right? Which like you're allowed to not like something, that's right. But you can't tell other people what they can and can't like. And the creator came out saying, fan shipping is okay. It doesn't hurt anybody. I don't mind people who ship my characters with their own characters, with other characters in the show. Like they are allowed to do what they want. Like shipping is okay. It's part of fandom. And like people got mad at her for saying that. They were like, but you created this asexual character and now you're saying people can put him in relationships. And like, it's wild. Like people started attacking her over this. And again, there's some things that she has like done that I'm like, eh. But that's not one of them. That's just her being a human being. People are just weird. That's what about the fanfic? Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I love Chappell Roan. Like she's so talented and she is such an inspiration. And I think she has been, and other people have done this in the past, right? But she's so like mainstream right now and it's being caught like on every social media of her maintaining her boundaries and standing up for herself. And I think it is a catalyst for like how we're going to treat celebrities in the future. And I appreciate that because celebrities deserve respect, right? Like anybody in the public eye deserves respect. Like people should not fear for their lives just because they wrote a song that people happen to like, right? Like Chappell Roan has been making music for years and just recently was sort of like thrust into the spotlight partially thanks to social media, right? It's much easier for somebody to gain traction faster than it used to be. And I think people are like, well, she's famous. She should have expected this. Like, what do you mean? She's been doing this for years and like just popped off. Like, how would she have like been prepared for this? Anyway, those are my 2 cents. I love her so much. She's so good. It's deadass in like the 3rd episode of the show. I have to look it. If I find it on YouTube, do you? Yes, please. I need you to send it to me, Sammy. I need to see this. It's fucking hilarious. One of the characters is a prolific smut writer on Tumblr. Oh my God. Wait, isn't this high school? I mean, I was definitely doing stuff I wasn't supposed to do in high school. Sometimes like I have a student. She's what, probably like 13. Korean ages are like different. And so I have to actually think about, I'm pretty sure they're 13. They're 6th grade. Oh, they're like 12 going on 13, maybe something like that. I don't know. And she watches Hazbin Hotel. And apparently her parents watch it with her. So they know what it's about. But like she loves to talk to me about it. And I'm like, girly, I do not feel comfortable talking to you about this topic. Like she wants to talk about like Angel Dust and like, oh, do you want to know what my friend calls? And I'm like, no, I don't. I love that you love this show. I also love this show. I cannot talk to you about it. I am a 32-year-old woman. You are a 13-year-old child. Like, I want you to go find people your own age and talk to them about it, okay? Because there are, like, another one of my students who, he's 15. 15 going on 16. And so he talks, and isn't it weird how just like that 2-year difference? Like he talks about it, but first of all, he already knows like what's acceptable and what's not. Sometimes he does try to push the boundaries on purpose, and I'm like, we're not doing that. And I still don't like really talk to him about it, but like if he mentions something, I'll answer his question. Whereas her, I'm like, nope, we're not doing this. Like, tell me when you're older. Like, I'm like, ah! And like, I think, like I was watching like fucking Inuyasha, right? Like I wasn't supposed to be watching Inuyasha when I was that age. Like I was also watching these things that were not meant for me, and I wanted to talk to people about them because I was like, I am so mature. No, you're not. Welcome back. Sorry about the ad, see me. Hello, I would like to change this color, thank you. But yeah, I love that she loves it so much. And I love that she, whoa. Did y'all see me accidentally move that all over the place? I don't even know how I did that. I love that she feels comfortable talking to me about it and like talking to me about the things that she likes. I love that. She's a great student. She's so smart. And I like that she feels comfortable having those conversations with me, but I don't. And so I'm like, love you. No. You know, like that is a boundary that I have with these students. I'm like, no, no, no. I won't talk about adult media with you. I will talk about like sensitive subjects with you, but I will not talk about adult media with you. I wish I had done this leg on a different one. That's a fair boundary, yeah. I sent you the Vampire Night tattoo Insta link, but also the YouTube link. Do not watch on stream. Oh, oh my God. I can't wait. The fact that I can't watch it on stream is killing me. Like, not like, oh, I'm sad I can't watch it on stream, but like, it's funny that it's that bad. I'm so fucking excited. You have no idea. Oh. Whoops. And like this student's like very smart, right? And so I think that she could handle like sensitive, like I know she can handle sensitive topics, right? But it's still like that is something I want you to talk to your mother about, not me, your English teacher that you see once a week even. I teach them once a week. I see her twice a week, but I teach them once a week. I need a little bit right here, so that means I'm gonna have to do some erasing because it's weird. Ah! There's the screaming. I think that was my first scream. Okay. Wow. Oh, I need to do down here. I don't even think I need a darker color here. Actually, I think I started this a nice good shade. Yeah, it's just interesting to me. Like I actually see myself in a lot of these students, and I'm like, oh no, is this what I was like for my students? For my teachers, rather. Imagine Harry's Gothic Killer. Ayo, what's up, my friend? TOS who? Oh my God. Spicy stream. No, no, no. You can't even see my boob bouncing right now, so no spicy. No, okay. Imagine Harry's publicist being like, do you want to comment on the Euphoria scene? Oh no, the Vampire Night tat may or may not be of the girl and her brother. Full circle back to the incest. Listen, I'm here. I'm not here for the incest. I'm here for you popping off though, Sammy. Not here for the incest, here for you popping off. All right. We have made some really good progress. Should I just decide to finish this today? I don't know. Okay, here's what I think I'll do. Oh, do I want to do the hair? What time is it? It's 1:30 for me. I think I'm going to do the hair next stream. I think next week. I think I'm going to do the, what's it's called? Spear. I think I'm going to do the spear. And then next week do the hair, because the hair, I do want to do like quite a bit of detail. And I don't think I have the time for that today, because even though I'm not going to work today, I still want to I want to have time to myself. I'm going to be so fucking for real. So I'm streaming longer than normal. I'm probably going to stream like another 30 minutes, but I'm still not going to stream like a super long time. I think that the spear is just a black handle, but I am checking. Yeah, it is just a black handle. Okay, good. Okay. All right. And this, I do think I am just going to go straight in with the pen. I need this to be... Oh. I have an alarm to go off when it's time for me to leave for work. And it's called Soul Crushing Agony. And I forgot to turn it off today. Because again, I would normally be at work right now, but I'm not, because it's... Hello? Why is my thing not opening? Because it's a holiday. I'm going to do this like a dark gray. So I did her skirt like kind of like a bluish, like a cool tone, but this one I am just going to do like fucking straight up gray. And again, I am doing this, I'm not using the pencil for this because I do want this to be more harsh lines, whereas I was using the pencil to like avoid harsh lines. Whee! Okay, so we're gonna do the spear. Have you seen any current anime? Listen, I started, okay, so I'm in season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm not very far. I'm gonna be so fucking real. I started Kaiju number 8. I've only watched the first 2 episodes of that. I really need to get back into that. Those are the most recent anime I've seen. I keep watching, which anybody who knows me will know this. Anybody who like knows me. I keep watching Yuri on Ice. I will always go back to Yuri on Ice. Always. And I do usually go back for a good old fashioned Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood rewatch. I fucking love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Oh, and I watched Delicious in Dungeon. I did watch all of this first season of Delicious in Dungeon Meshi. I fucking love that show. If you haven't seen it, guys, highly recommend. Highly recommend Delicious in Dungeon. It's so good. It's so funny, but also so like traumatizing. And you know, I just love a good trauma. I should read JJK, yeah. No soul crushing agony today. Woohoo! I just been keeping up with My Hero Academia. Yeah, I need to get back into My Hero Academia. I want to read the manga first before I go back to the show. I'm very behind on the manga. What other? I'm really just struggling. Maybe I should have just done the pencil. I'm gonna turn this. That was not right. There we go. There we go. I love trauma. I also want to get into Delicious Dungeon. Oh my god, Sammy, I think you would really like it. It's so good. So Delicious Dungeon is the only show that I've like really watched recently. I need to finish Jujutsu Kaisen season 1, and then I probably will move on to the next season. And I need to finish Kaiju number 8. I really enjoyed Kaiju number 8. My issue, so I actually, is there a dub of Kaiju? I think there is. I was watching the sub. I actually have a hard time watching sub because of my ADHD. I cannot do one thing at a time. Like if I'm watching an anime, I'm also drawing, or I'm also cleaning, or that's usually it. I'm drawing or I'm cleaning, or even sometimes I'm playing a game, or I'll be playing Fields of Mystery, right? And so I watched the first 2 episodes of Kaiju and I really liked them, but I had to keep like pausing and going back and pausing and going back because I was watching the sub and I can't understand them, right? I don't speak Japanese. And so I need to find a dub. And then I think I'll finish it. Gothic Bat Witch, what a name! Welcome in, my friend. Delicious and Dungeon is so good. Loved the dub. Yeah, the dub is really good. Dub, like, I know dubs get a lot of hate and I don't know why. Like, I know like a lot of old school dubs are not good. And like, sometimes it is because like for example, the 4Kids Yu-Gi-Oh dub is awful for a variety of reasons, right? It's not the voice actors. The voice actors are great. I love the Yu-Gi-Oh voice actors. It's the things that the studio changed, right? Like they took out, they made it, again, 4Kids, and they took out like a lot of the drama and the violence. Like, I did not know about half of the scenes in Yu-Gi-Oh because 4Kids literally took them out and replaced them with flashbacks. I didn't realize how many flashbacks were in the Yu-Gi-Oh like dubbed anime until I was an adult and rewatched it. And like the Yu Yu Hakusho dub, I love the Yu Yu Hakusho dub. I've watched sub and dub Yu Yu Hakusho, and I love the Yu Yu Hakusho dub. I think nowadays it really is just preference. They don't do much changing, right? And if you don't like a certain voice actor's voice, that's fine, but like that can happen in any language, not just English. So I don't get the whole like dub versus sub debate. I watch dub because I have to. Like, I tried watching the sub with Kaiju number 8 and it just didn't work for me. Dubs have become a lot better. Yeah. The My Hero Academia ones. Yeah. I like the My Hero Academia voice actors. I think the dub is really good. I like how Endeavor screams Shoto. It's fucking hilarious. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, my friend. How are you? I'm over here drawing. I'm having a blast. We're hanging out. We're talking about everything from incest to dub, apparently. And I love that for us. I would like for us to maybe not stick on the incest for it. It just keeps coming back. Damian Haas from Smosh Voices, that one dude. That one dude, thank you. Which one? The main guy? Just chilling, killing. Oh, who are we killing? Oh, okay then. You're like, wait, what? Excuse me, what did I just get into? Okay, so I am going to, like, this is just dark. Oh, I have my color mixing on. Let's turn that off. Yeah, this is just, whee! Great. Okay. Now we turn on the color mixing. This actually went way too far up, and so I have to go back to this color and yeah, just like that, me. Good job, wow. And then we okay. That's not. Ah! Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Because Charlie's right here. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Laios. Oh, I see. Yes. The main guy. Your pupper says hi. Oh my god. Tell your pupper I say hi and that I love them. And please give them pets. My pupper says hi too. I really need to get I need to make a little Rory that walks on the bottom of the screen. I think that would be really fun. You're the one who brought it back up this time. Listen. Blonde knight looking man. Oh, I see. Yes, Laios. This is, peek behind the curtain. 4Kids changed a lot for the first run of One Piece and in Yu-Gi-Oh! They erased guns. So they did finger pointing. I know they erased guns, or sometimes they just did flashbacks where there would have been guns. And it's weird. I gave them head pads. Oh my god, thank you. Yeah, the original run of One Piece was interesting. Definitely interesting is a word I will use. Oh. I didn't like the live action One Piece. I was actually really disappointed in it. I know not a lot of people were. Like, a lot of people really liked it. It was not for me. And that's fine. I haven't watched One Piece in years. Like, I started One Piece when I was, what, 12, 11? Which was 20 years ago. Like, I started One Piece 20 years ago, right? And it's still fucking go. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hello? What am I doing? I'm really struggling with this for some reason. Okay. That's not exactly right, but it's fine. Here she is. "20 years is a long time." It's a long ass time. What's the weirdest anime you've ever seen? Vampire Knight. Oh my god, Bobo. I forgot about that. I don't even remember how to say it. Bobo. Reminding me how ancient I am. Listen. You know what? VA, I like Jonathan Bailey. Me talking about Jonathan Bailey's VA roles in Final Fantasy 14 as if he's not just an accomplished voice actor as well. Most of his, he was on Bridgerton. I don't even know who this is. I had to look him up. What's a shame is my original favorite voice actor actually turned out to be a horrible person. Like, I was in love with this man, and then he turned out to be a horrible person. And so I had to stop being in love with that man, which is such a shame. And so now my favorite voice actor, oh God, who's well, you know what? No, I lied. My favorite voice actor is still the same. Greg Ayres. He's actually not really in a ton anymore. I love Greg Ayres. And his brother, Chris Ayres, R.I.P. Todd Habercorn is just a good, solid voice actor. And then of course, and I am biased because not only is he a voice actor, he is a Broadway star, and I am who I am. I love Jeremy Jordan. I love Vampire Knight, but I hate it. Listen, it keeps coming back up. It keeps coming back up. I don't know why. That could be multiple people, unfortunately. That's so fair. I'm younger than the Resident Evil series. Fuck you, Sammy. Sonny, are you old, like older than me? Or are you like, you know, a reasonable, no, I'm kidding. Are you old like me, or are you older than me? Ah! I may have chosen too dark of a color. I'm gonna be so fucking for real. Like, are you old or are you ancient? I think you have a year on me. God fucking damn it. I'm 32. So you're not even old even. You're just here to make me feel bad about myself. No, I'm kidding. It is funny, like when my children are talking about my students are talking about One Piece, and I'm like, what's that fucking Narnia? Don't cite the old magic to me, witch. I think the weirdest anime I've seen was Yarichin B Club. At first I thought, oh, this looks interesting. Then I started watching this. Oh God, it's so inappropriate. Listen, okay, no, I have a new answer. Negima. This actually came back. Like, sometimes TikTok is too real in like what it knows about you, because yeah, this is a little too dark, too light. Actually, I need to make all of it. Well, it's fine. It's fine. I need to make it. I don't know what I need to do. I have not thought about Negima in years. I read and watched Negima. First of all, why? When I was middle school, high school, right? Like late middle school, early high school. If you don't know what Negima is, go ahead and give it a look-see. And it is so weird. And just why does it exist? And also, why was I reading and watching it as a middle school aged child? Questions that need answers that I will probably never get. Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. This one we need to do a little bit more. Do a little bit more here. Okay. Little bit. Okay. Good. Okay. What's the perception of me? What do you mean? I almost want to ask if you know how old I am. Me or somebody else? Because I like have a vague idea, right? I'm bad with like ages. I'm bad with memory in general. I had a friend like 4 years older than me who lived in my neighborhood part-time, and he watched some anime. Let me tell you, I remember he watched one where she deadass made me turn around during a scene. What do you mean? Google's first Resident Evil. Remember, Sammy is younger than Resident Evil. I love your VTuber mom. It's so cute. Thank you. I worked really hard on her. She's so fun. I really like her. I'm glad that people also like her. We need to make the demon lore. We need to make the Caps Lock crew demon lore. It's time, guys. It's time. 28 minus 1. Listen. There you go. All right, let's do the silver. Is this right? Yeah, that'll do. Actually, that is actually just her skin color. It will not do, in fact. Oh, please. There we go. That's better. Whoopsie. I did make Vaggie's skin color like a little bit less, like I made it a little more saturated, I guess, than it actually is in the show. But I've been doing that with them anyway. Like I make Angel's a little pinker. So it makes sense, right? That hers would be a little. And I don't know. I think it's fine. Charlie said it was fine when we started. So I'm trusting Charlie. Obviously she would know. Some people look at me and think I'm still a kid, so I never know the perception of me. That's so fair. I mean, I think like maybe if you showed a picture, people would think something different, because I think you do look very young, Sammy. Which is great for you. That's gonna feel awesome for you in the future. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to look young. I don't know. Listen, have y'all seen that one girl on TikTok who's like, guys, this person just told me that I look this age. How old do you think I am? And people are like, oh, you know, 30s, 40s. Like she looks, I think she looks older than me personally. And she so she asks this question, first of all, which if you're going to ask that question, you're almost always going to get offended, right? Like I ask my students because I think it's funny, because some of them are like 21 and then some of them are like 50. Like there's legitimately no in between. And it's funny. If you ask that question and you want to feel good about yourself, it's not going to happen. This girl is asking people on TikTok how old they think she is. And people are saying 30s, 40s. Homegirl is 24. I think she looks older than me. I am 32. Like, and you know what it is? First of all, a lot of people like makeup started becoming more prominent and for like people to wear makeup younger, right? And so like a lot of people are wearing heavy makeup when they are younger. And I think that does like obviously affect how they look. But also somehow people started like tanning and smoking again. And like when I was a kid, like everybody talked about how you weren't supposed to tan and you like a lot and you weren't supposed, like people still tanned. Even I like tried to tan. I don't tan. Like we knew it was bad for you, right? But like clearly I'm pretty sure she does both. I don't know her life. And like, so people like look older, right? Because it ages you, it does. And like, there's nothing wrong with looking your age, right? But it is sad when you are aged by a habit that is detrimental to your health. I don't love this, and I think I'm fucked up. No, that's actually... When you're not, I guess when you're aged by like a habit that is literally killing you. I don't know. I just thought it was really funny that she thought that people were going to think that she was her age when she very clearly didn't look it. The vapes! The vapes are killing the youth, literally. Oh my God. Hold on. I'm sorry. I missed some chat. Let me scroll back up. Let me scroll back up. Okay. Will it be deep lore for your model? Seen some other you. You know what? I don't know. I actually hadn't intended to do any lore. And then like we were talking about it when I unveiled her, and now I want to. So we'll see. Then they see my tattoos like, oh, weird. Wait, that's actually hilarious. I don't have a question. You do. I do have a question. I'm like, wait, what? I've kind of been thinking about doing VTubing. I even have an idea for the model. Do you have any recommendations for where to start? So technically this is like, I guess is this considered VTubing? So I use PNGtuber Plus, PNGtuber Plus. It was really intensive to set up. So I guess my first question is, are you going to make your own model, or are you going to commission a model? So you need to decide that first. So I made my own because I like drawing, obviously. So I made my own, and so I just had to like decide what I wanted to look at. This is actually my third model, right? This is the third run through. So I've made 2 before. This is definitely my favorite one, and I'm gonna stick with her. I'm just gonna like update her. There is this thing called VedoTube, VEADO, VedoTube Mini. That's very easy to set up, but it's not as like interactive. Like there's not like the, hold on. Like you see how like my wings and my tail moves. And if you pay attention, you can also see like my head move a little. Like my head doesn't move a lot, but it moves a little. You can't do that with VedoTube. That is in like PNGtuber Plus and like some other platforms. But Freddie, what is up, my friend? How are you? I think, so first thing, are you going to make your model, or are you going to commission your model? So get your model first, decide that first. And then if you commission it, they'll usually have a program that they recommend. So I use PNGtuber Plus. And so this is a static image, or it is static images. It's in pieces. And like if you use VedoTube, it's like 4 images. So like eyes open, eyes closed, mouth open, mouth closed. And this is a lot more involved. Like my eyes are on a separate layer. My hair is on a separate layer. My horns, my wing, like everything's on a separate layer. So decide on a platform, PNGtuber or VedoTube. Or if you're commissioning your model, then they'll tell you which one they recommend. And then it's just to practice, just to mess with it, just to go for it. Just to have fun. Like I'm probably going to end up, not probably, I am going to end up making more mouth models. So my mouth moves a little bit more naturally, because now it's just open close, right? So I'm gonna change that a little bit. I actually have them drawn out. I just need to actually I have them sketched out. Let me say, I need to finish them. But yeah, I think it is just decide if you're making your model or not. From there, figure out which PNGtuber platform you're gonna use. Or if you're doing actual VTubing, I have no idea. So VTubers, like they can actually, it like sees their movements, like their head tilts and everything. I don't have that. My computer's not powerful enough for that. And I didn't really want that. I don't know. I like this. As a Best Buy a few years ago, and Joe was like, oh wow, I thought you were 13 until I saw your tattoos. Oh my God. That's hilarious. I'm 33 and people say I'm in my mid-20s. Most people also think I'm in my mid-20s. And I think that like, that's like around the same, like it's fine, right? Like I'm 32. Most people think I'm like 25, 26. I don't think I look 25, 26. I think I look like a rough 32. But I apparently don't know what ages look like. I'm doing good, Freddie. How's life? What are you up to? What have you been doing recently? Let me carve this out a little bit. There we go. That looks good. We're almost done with what I'm going to do today. So we're going to save the hair for next time. I need a smaller brush, and I need whatever this is. There we go. So Charlie's gonna be right here. So I actually need to tone these shadows down even more. Ah, that was too much. Carve them out just a tad. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's okay. That's okay, Freddie. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be vibing though. Fuck yeah, appreciate you. Thanks for the recommendations. Of course. I don't know a ton. I'm gonna be so fucking for real, my friend. I just be trying my best. It is. Oh, this is actually doing this way is actually better, I think, and especially since this side's gonna be closer to Charlie. Yeah, it is a lot of trial and error. Like my first PNGtuber, I like looked at what other people were doing and then kind of made her similar to that, and then I realized that didn't really like vibe with who I was, and so I had to change her. And so then I changed. We had Sailor Glow. Sailor Glow had a short run, but a good one. And now we have Demon Glow. And I do think Demon Glow is like the most... Demon Glow is the most like me that we've had. And I think that it like shows in like the work that I put into her and like how she looks. She almost was Ferret Glow, actually. I had to get Sammy and Acorn's thoughts. I originally was decided I wanted to do a ferret girl. But then I was also like, I don't know, a demon girl. But then I was like, oh, demon girls are too common, right? But it doesn't matter because demon girl makes sense for me. And then I used, you can kind of tell, I used the colors from my background because she's a space demon, I guess. I don't know. What's your profile picture? I can't quite make it out. Shinigami Captain OC. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. All right. Here's where we're going to stop today with Vaggie. So here, so we just need to do the hair now. And then of course the background. We need to do the yin yang, whichever one it is. So let's go back in time to where we started. So this is where we started today. This is what we had finished last time. We had done her skin, we had done her shirt, we'd started her shirt. So then today we finished the shading on the shirt, which I think turned out really well. Personally, we did our bow, obviously, very important to Vaggie. We did our skirt, we did our shoes and our band, because I forgot the band on the skirt is the same as, it's not the same as the rest of the skirt. We did our tights. You can't see, there's technically white parts in the tights, but you can't see it in my drawing, so I just didn't include them. Hope that's okay. And then we did our spear. Yeah, I think that's great. I think that's fantastic progress for the day, personally, if I do say so myself. So that's gonna be it today. Let me see. It is currently 2 p.m., which means it's 1 a.m. for most of my friends. Let's see if anybody's streaming on Twitch. It looks so good. Thank you, Sammy. I'm really liking this coloring style, even though it takes fucking forever. I'm getting better at it. Sorry about that. I'm getting better at it, and so it's going along a little bit faster. 11:53 for me. Fuck yeah. Thank you, Sunny. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm in Korea. It is 2 p.m. It's Foundation Day, so we're off. Oh my God, is Velocibunny on? Hold on. Let's fucking go. Oh my God. Let's go. We actually have somebody we can raid. Ah, I'm so excited. Okay. So we are going to raid somebody. I'm going to pop her link into the Discord chat if you want to join. Not the Discord chat. I'm so sorry. The YouTube chat. Oh my God. I lost everything. And then I'm going to obviously do the raid command on Twitch. But thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. I love drawing on stream. I'm going to... Hold on, I forgot how to speak. I am going to stream this weekend for sure. I didn't stream last weekend because Acorn and I went to that Pokemon event, and I'm so sorry. Like, I was just more tired afterwards than I thought. But we are going to stream this weekend, play more Subnautica. And then we'll be back at art. Maybe I'll do art next week too. I'm not really sure. Well, I mean, not next week, this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. We'll fucking see what happens. I'm popping the raid command in the YouTube chat as well. And the link if you guys want to join. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Gothic Batwitch. Thank you, Gothic Killer. First of all, like twinsies. And oh, y'all can't use that one actually. Sorry. Whoopsie. that's a Twitch emote. My bad. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I appreciate you. You're the best. I love you guys. Let's go say hi to Velocibunny, who's playing Palia. Bye.